DFLI is up massively today, up 45% as of right now. And you remember I made the update video only like a day ago, right here, as you can see. When I made the update video, it was trading at 31 cents. And I made a bunch of other update videos telling you guys, hey, this stock is getting ready to blow. This one was 4 weeks ago, right here. And this one was like, maybe a week before that. So I made multiple update videos on this stock. So in this video, I'm going to go over what we can expect next. And this is a very good learning lessons for why the indicators, the chart works so well for identifying what the stock price will do in the future. So this is a very good learning lessons if you're trying to learn, okay, how to identify stocks right before they start to rally. So please watch this video till the very end and do me a favor, hit a like on this video, try to get one of the videos to 100 likes. And another thing I noticed looking at the options market, the options are still relatively cheap compared to what they should be. So we'll take a look at that in more detail later in the video. Look at that. The $1 strike price is still 10 cents, or well, $1 strike price would be pretty risky, but as you can see, there's way more activity on the $1 stock price, but we're going to go into that in more detail like later in the video. But first, I want to deep dive into the chart one more time. So as you can see, like if you saw the video like a day ago in this video, when I did an update on DFLI when it's trading at 31 cents, I told you that it's going to trade in this channel until once it breaks this channel, then it's kind of game on. But we're not in the clear yet. There's one more thing that it has to break through for it to trade up to this $1.18, which is our next price target. Because like I told you, if you're watching the videos on the channel, there's like so I know this because I've been looking at charts for like 15 plus years. So I have like thousands of data, but based on just the videos I've made on the channel, you could see like every time it breaks this 50-day moving average, give it like a couple of weeks, it always tests the 200-day moving average. Just like kind of like at this point should be like trading 101. And that's how I am able to identify such undervalued stocks, because I look for stocks that are near the 50-day moving average and a few different criteria that I go over when I first make the video. And then we can see this like massive rally. But this is very interesting right now because there's nothing going on in the news. Like there's no news that would cause this rally. But because there's so much pressure building up near the 50-day moving average, that the price has nothing else to do but rally back up. And I think right now this is algorithms that are driving the price up. And at this point, I think this algorithms driving this price up, but we're seeing a lot of good signs. For example, when after I made the video, like a day after I made the video, we got a buy signal on the daily chart, as you can see right here. So that's data point one. That's a very good sign. And as you can see today, we had this massive gap up. So this gap up kind of worries me because I tell you, like, charts don't like gaps. They want to fill that gap eventually. But we're going to dig into the 4 hour and 45-minute chart to see like if this would still be a good entry point or like wait for a potential pullback. So keep watching this video. But as you can see, massive volume came in. Like look at the relative volume. So yesterday's volume, like for the past couple of days, the volume was like 13, 21. Today is 153 million, which is insane volume came in. So because we had such a huge volume come in, this gap might not get filled in the short term. This gap might not get filled. So previously we had something similar happen. As you can see on July 21st, where I have my cursor, we had a massive volume come in, a buy signal, and then a huge gap up. And then it went back down. It traded back down for the next couple of days and filled that gap. So tell you, charts hates gaps. It always tries to fill the gap, whether it's a gap up or down, but doesn't mean it's going to do it exactly like it did previously, like a month ago, where it just started filling the gap like in the next couple of days. It might, from here, it could potentially just keep rallying all the way up to $1.16, because our next price target is definitely $1.16. It is going to touch this 200-day moving average. So we still have a solid like 120% we can take advantage of. But if we take a look at the 4 hour, if we dig a little deeper into the 4 hour chart, we see like on the 4 hour, we're on the cusp of a golden cross. We're on the cusp of a golden cross. And then 45. So this is what we really wanted to check. We want to see the 45-minute chart to look for potential entry or exit position. So as you can see, huge movement today. I've been updating you guys on the stock all throughout like this range right here. And so from here, what we're looking for is if this stock is going to pull back. So right now, when you're watching this video, it's Friday, so we won't have any data over the weekend. So on Monday, we'll have a better picture. So on Monday, if we get a higher high, then it's not going to fill this gap. So let's go back to the 1-day chart really quick. So on Monday, if we get a higher high, like say 0.5, if on Monday, if it trades about 53 cents, then okay, then it's going to continue its rally. But if on Monday we don't get a higher high and it just going sideways, then go back to the 45-minute chart and look to see when the price comes back down and test this 50-day moving average. So this 50-day moving average line, it's going to keep going up. It's going to be like somewhere around here where I'm like shaking my cursor, like say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is where the 50-day moving average is going to come up to, and on the 45-minute chart. And we're going to have to wait to see like if it comes down and test this 50-day moving average. And if it bounces right off that 50-day moving average, okay, then the rally is going to continue. So that's a good way to potentially play it. If you're in profit, do not get greedy. Kind of like what I told you in the first video. Like at this point, if you're in profit, you would be like more than double profit. Sell half the shares, so you're good. If you sell half the shares, then you get out with your initial investment, and then you can just forget about it. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about losing money, because no matter what happens, you're not gonna lose money. You just took out your initial investment. So that's a good strategy if you want to stay in this game long term, because there will always be more opportunities. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. It's really easy for me personally to find like new opportunities, as you can see by my track record. But more than that, you have to have like a strategy, a trading strategy that works for you, so you don't blow up your account. So if you're in profit right now, especially if you're double in profit, just take out your initial investment. So no matter what happens, it's impossible, like literally mathematically impossible for you to lose money, and then you can take advantage of the hype. I hope that makes sense. Please let me know in the comments if I'm going too fast, if some of the ideas are not clicking. But here, wait for a potential pullback. If it starts to pull back and touch this 50-day moving average line, then wait to see like if it bounces right off of it. So there's a few things that can happen. So if we go all the way back to the previous time it had a massive rally. So as you can see right here, so this is kind of like what we're seeing right now. Like we had a massive jump, a gap up, how it traded sideways for like a few days. And then once it was below this 50-day moving average, it was kind of okay. Then, like the hype or euphoria was done. But at this point, if it had bounced off this 50-day moving average, the rally would have continued. So this is kind of like what I'm telling you. Let's see on Monday what happens. If it starts to bounce off the 50-day moving average, then it's game on. It's going to keep rallying. But if it doesn't, then, okay, let's lock in some profit right now and then wait for the next leg up. But now let's take a look at the options market, because the options look very interesting. This is not what I would expect, to be honest. Like, look, even the 50 cent strike price, it's only 20 cents right now. So you could buy one contract for like $2, which is very, very cheap. It's a little bit more. Maybe it's not updating exactly what it would be on the actual market. If you go to a brokerage account, maybe it might be 30 cents or 35 cents, but still very, very, very cheap. Especially considering the strike price is January 16th. So the strike price is like a couple of months from now. So the options look really good, but also you have to note the option is very risky. So even if you buy, the most conservative option that you can buy right now is the 50 cent options at like, spending like $2 per contract. And if it, for some, say the stock price does go up to like $1 in 2 weeks, and yay, awesome, your options are worth like triple, quadruple, 5x, and you decide for whatever reason not to sell, and you still hold on to your options. And then it's December and it's trading below 50 cents again. And now it's January, it's trading below 50 cents. And it's like nearing expiration date and it's below 50 cents. You're going to lose 100% of your money. So from that point of view, options are very risky. You should look more into it before you want to mess with it. But I want to bring it to your attention because I was looking at the options market for discrepancies. And I do see some discrepancy. As you can see, there's way more activity on the call side than the put side. From all the data I have from like previous stocks that rally like this, the IV goes up drastically, but the IV hasn't really shot up for this stock. But the IV really hasn't shot up yet for this option, and it's still very, very relatively cheap. So this could be a interesting play, and also because it expires like in 3 months from now. So long expiration date, and you don't even have to get the dollar strike, just even the 50 cent strike, which is like pretty much at the money. It's super cheap. It's just something I want to bring to your attention. But I would still, if you're a novice, especially if you're someone who's like asking me in the comment section, what should I do? Don't mess with options, because you're going to lose 100% of your money. I can guarantee you're going to lose your money. So don't mess with options unless you already know what you're doing. I just wanted to bring it to your attention. So this was a quick update for DFLI stock. Again, make sure you're subscribed. You have your notifications turned on, because I try my best to bring you undervalued stocks before they go on a massive rally, as you can see by my track record. Please go check out the other videos on my channel. Every time you watch a video, please do me a favor, hit the like button. That really helps me out a lot. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.